Was that an ovation after senior Lonnie Hamilton with the national anthem here tonight at Hermiston High School. And down on Kennison Field, the Battle of the Bulldogs, Pasco and Hermiston, as they get together in this Week 8 matchup here tonight. Under a drizzle, cloud cover and 55 degrees. The weather forecast is coming your way, courtesy of Intermountain West Insulation. Bulldogs and the Bulldogs, and Hermiston has honored their 17 seniors getting ready for this contest, trying to improve on their 2-5 record. Pasco's team, under the tutelage of the new head coach DJ Search, who comes to Pasco from Richland High School. They're 1-6 coming into this one, and are trying to see some more growth. They will start some young guys here this evening, as they know that they are a couple of weeks away from the end. They will host Hanford and honor their seniors next week, and then they will have a Week 10 crossover game. Last night, it was Walla Walla beating Sage U 48-14, so Walla Walla now has 3 wins and 5 losses. Hermiston needs a win to keep pace with Walla Walla. The Blue Devils do have the tiebreaker for the number 3 spot out of the MCC's 3A teams, so it will be win here tonight, get some momentum, beat Kennewick next week on Halloween up at Lamson Stadium. We're not there yet. Our focus here is on senior night and on this Hermiston team and this matchup, where Hermiston's got to come in thinking, Sonny, they need to reverse course from what happened to them a year ago against Pasco.
Absolutely. They cannot give the ball away like we did last year. And, you know, the wild thing about last year's game was it was a game of quick plays. And then it turned into the second half of nothing but long, drawn-out plays. The first possession for Pasco in the second half was, I don't know, it seemed like forever, like a 7.5-minute drive or something like that.
Well, they came out and showed Hermiston the same wing tee that they had struggled with the week before against Southridge. Hermiston's coming in this one, having struggled the week before against Southridge. Over 500 yards on the ground for that Southridge team in a 48-27 victory. The captains at midfield right now, and for Hermiston, all 17 of their seniors are out there on the field. That includes Angel Ordaz, the senior, who's been out for the last couple of weeks since that homecoming night. The next day, he gets his cancer diagnosis. He has already started his treatment. It is going so well that Angel said to me here this evening, if they get good news, it is not out of the question that maybe a couple of weeks down the road he could actually still play another down in a Bulldog uniform. It is not out of the question that he can better this spring the record in the shot put that he has here at Hermiston High School and compete to get on the podium in the WIAA. Cam Vanoy is down there as well. He has the use of a scooter to get himself around after that broken leg that he suffered in the final 2 minutes last week against Southridge, but did have surgery. Had the team over on Wednesday for an impromptu team dinner, and a lot of the guys showed up as well to show him some support. As we also take a look on the injury report, Guillermo Salazar, the junior lineman, is out tonight, so they will make a change there. The injury report is brought to you by Eastern Oregon Physical Therapy. We got the rain. We don't really have a lot of wind to speak of as we get ready for kickoff here this evening. And the coin toss, Sonny?
I believe Pasco won the toss, but Hermiston is getting the football to begin the game with.
Get the ball first, try to go down and score, try to make a statement early on in this second annual Bulldog Football Championship Bowl. I am not entirely convinced that the traveling trophy that was created a year ago is actually here tonight to go to the winner. So,
yeah, I didn't see it out there anywhere.
I have asked, and have not a true answer to that question right now. Tupou Boyd back into the left, Paul Starr back into the right to return the kick. To start off things, Hermiston will be attacking right to left towards the west end zone. Any breeze is slightly at their back, as Jason Escalera, the junior kicker, has it teed. He's a right-footed kicker. Pasco all white uniforms, purple numerals. Hermiston, all black uniforms, purple numerals. And the kick is short. It will take a hop just around the 30. Nate Henderson picks it up at the 35, tripped up, and to the 37-yard line. Hermiston's offense, the starting lineup brought to you by Rogers Toyota. Here's some changes in the wide receiving core. How about Tanner Wicks, Tabor Mills, and the third, Francisco Carrillo, will be 3 seniors starting at the receiver spots. Braden Medell is the sophomore, still at quarterback. Hayden Larson, senior, at running back. He comes in with 703 yards this season on 107 carries. First down and 10 from the 38-yard line. Good spot for Hermiston, attacking off to our left as Medelas gets himself set with a back to his right shoulder. In motion, left to right. The snap, give to Larson. Larson coming to the right side. He's got some space across the 45, out near the right hash marks, and up to the midfield stripe. Larson is tripped up 11 yards down the field after a gain that gets him just short of the midfield stripe. Running behind Max Shilhonic, the senior, at left tackle. Wyatt Larson, the junior, at left guard. Seth Reeve, the senior, at center. They're going fast. First down and 10 from the 49. In motion, James Young now at receiver, left to right. Medelas takes the snap, turns and hands. Larson again, left side run. Big hole running behind Shilhonic into into Pasco territory down to the 42. A late flag flew in from the back judge as Hermiston matriculated that ball down the field. At right guard, Keegan Harshberger and Isaiah Sparks at right tackle. Hermiston with 4 seniors on the offensive line. The penalty flag is marked off against Pasco. So after the gain of 9,
15.
Hermiston gets 15 yards more as the referee, Eric Weisgerber, who either moonlights as a referee or he moonlights as the Southridge softball head coach, is the white hat here tonight. First down and 10 for Hermiston. 27-yard line into Pasco territory. Medelas, motion man, Allen, left to right. Again, Larson up the middle, and Larson's bottled up this time by the defense, led by Adrian Garcia-Lazo, the senior at tackle for them. Pablo Cuellar, a defensive end, and they get a start to Camden Boyer at defensive end as well. Alan McGarry, Jaden Williams, the linebackers, along with JoJo Cole, the sophomore, who's their leading tackler, 31 tackles. Kenneth Garza, Aiden Mercado, Max Valencia, RJ Lopez, the safeties. Max Valencia, the senior, he is the leading interception statistical category leader in the conference. Medella's designed quarterback draw up the middle and is pulled down at the 25-yard line, scrambles for 3 yards on second down. Hermiston facing a third down and 8. Minute and a half into the contest, opening drive of the game. Hermiston still no huddle. Allen to the right, Mills to the right as well, outside of him. And James Young, receiver left, all alone. On third down and 8, Larson to the left shoulder, Medelas, the sophomore quarterback, to throw. Time to throw, looks towards Young, now he'll scramble out to the right side. Skill on the run, loses his footing, gets hit hard in the backfield and dropped for a loss. A little bit of extra curricular pushing and shoving and jawing after Medelas ends up squirting back 9 yards. Fourth down and 18 for Hermiston. Spot at the 35. Offense stays on the field. Not really in punt position, but you're also outside of Jose Tena Guardado, the freshman kicker's range by a bit. 52-yarder if they were to kick it. So probably about 15 yards heavy for a field goal attempt. And Hermiston going to call a timeout on their opening drive with 9:20 left in quarter number 1. The passing play, and kind of give credit to the coverage there on James Young. That was the first look out to the left. It was covered up well, and that forced Medelas to scramble into trouble.
Yeah, and the worst thing that he did, he's turned his back on the defense to try and spin away, and that's what you can't do. He should have just, once he saw it was covered up, gone ahead and dipped inside where that outside rush was coming from and tried to go ahead and make something happen from there. But when you turn your back on the defense, everybody flows to ball after that.
.920 on the clock, opening quarter, Hermiston's opening drive. The offense is about 50 yards short of 2,000 for the season. They've done a lot of it on the ground this year, about 1,100 yards on the ground, just shy of that. Fourth down, it's 18 to go from the 35-yard line. Medella's with Larson to his right this season. He's thrown 11 touchdowns. He's thrown 8 interceptions. Of those 11 touchdowns, 8 of them go to the senior receiver, Max Valencia.
Eric, I was watching him warm up. He has got a sweet throw. He really does. He throws the ball very, very well.
From the 35, first down and 10. Turn in hand, Jaden Williams right to the right. Williams has some space, cuts back to his left and breaks the tackle across midfield. Jaden Williams down the far sideline, 30-yard line, 25, puts his shoulder down, runs over the top of Tabor Mills. The free safety comes back and gets Williams, but Williams goes for a trot and ends up deep down into Hermiston territory. 47 yards on the run. And Pasco strikes quickly.
Yeah, that's one thing that Hermiston didn't contain. We crushed down on the outside, and Williams just made the one cut outside and got to the corner, and off he went.
His 102nd carry of the season, 610 yards rushing now for him. He averages 5.6 a carry. Takes a pitch running to the right side. Williams to the edge at the 15. 10-yard line, tripped up out there. And taken down by Francisco Carrillo, who the senior gets a start. Hermiston starting the lion's share of their lineup seniors here to start the game on senior night, but they have to buckle down facing a first down and goal from the 8. Right hash mark. High snap pulled down. No, keeper coming to the right side. RJ Lopez is in there at quarterback. And Lopez, a sophomore, getting the start at quarterback instead of Olvera. 2 in the conference in touchdown receptions. He's in motion left to right. Toss. Left side for Williams. Williams puts his shoulder down and turns his way into the end zone. From 4 yards out, Pasco has the first touchdown of the game.
Well, it kind of made that look easy, Eric. I mean, that's something that we have got to be able to go ahead and make it a lot more difficult than that.
Valencia is the holder. He's also, for Romaine Smith, Hermiston's freshman coach, Pasco's head basketball coach. He's a starting 2-guard. Holding for Jason Escalera to make it 7-0. Eddie does not. 7:16 left. 6-0 Pasco here on senior night in Hermiston. You're listening to Bulldog Football on AM 1360 KOHU. Six 0 Pasco. Jaden Williams from 4 yards out did all the heavy lifting for those Bulldogs on this opening drive. Williams did score 2 touchdowns a year ago against Hermiston, what ended up a 42-26 win. Escalera chips it towards the Hermiston sideline. Fair catch called for and received. And take it in by the Bulldogs at the 28-yard line by Cash Edwards. The conflicting there because Hermiston and special teams film, they went over the fact that because Southridge recovered a chip like that last week, hey, if it's chipped like that, call for fair catch. And now some people chirping at Cash like, hey, you had space, return it. No. It's one or the other. First down and 10. At the 29, Hermiston's got it. Trailing 6-0 with 7:15 left in the first quarter. Pasco showing blitz. They'll bring 7. And hand off to Larson. Larson bobbled up. And at the point of attack, Hector Villa, the sophomore tackle, makes the stop. He is listed at 6'1", 315. In his freshman year, where we did see him, he was listed at 250. That is a emphasis on the weight room for Villa and a lot of these Bulldogs for head coach DJ Search. Allen in motion, right to left. He's out that way. Larson again up the middle. Larson ducks under a tackler, gets outside the hash marks, and then pushed back inside the left hash across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
Yeah, 9-yard pickup that time, and doing very good. I mean, Eric, when we try and go right off tackle in between the tackle guard, we are getting big chunks of yardage.
3rd down and 3. They need a chunk here from the 36. Allen in motion, right to left. 2 targets that way again. Handoff, ball fumbled off of the knee of Larson, and Pasco says they have it. They do.
Yeah, that time there, Larson never did get the football, Eric. The ball was centered high, and Braden tried to bring it down and actually hit Larson on the shoulder pad and never could get to the football.
Turnover, and Pasco's got the ball with a 6-0 lead at Hermiston's 33-yard line. And this Hermiston team, they got to settle themselves into this quick. Past the senior celebrations now. Junior Oliveira is in at quarterback now. Williams to his right shoulder takes the handoff. Trying to come back to his right, in trouble, and stopped for a loss. Edwards was there at the point of attack to stop Williams 3 yards back as Forrest Progress whistled down. Second down, 13 yards to go. Right hash mark at the 36. Move Jaden Williams out of the backfield. He's in a bunch to the right along with Max Valencia. Brian Velasco in the backfield and a whistle. Actually, that's JoJo Cole. He's a sophomore that they are really excited about in a couple of different sports.
And to send somebody off for equipment.
And it's Jaden Williams who is sent off, so Cole will stay in the backfield. RJ Lopez is back on the field. But Lopez splits out to the right. Olvera shifts around, trips right, tight bunch to the formation. Handoff. And in the backfield, Bradfield, the junior, gets himself good yardage, pushed down to the 25-yard line. 11-yard gain for Damon Bradfield, a junior. This Pasco team averaging just under 240 yards a game. 7th in the Mid-Columbia Conference. On that opening drive, they eclipsed the 1,700-yard total mark. 4:25 left in quarter number 1. 6-0 Pasco. 3rd down and 2 facing them from Hermiston's 25. Bradfield up the middle, hit in the backfield. Bradfield fights through the first tackle, but just working to get his way back to the line of scrimmage. Hayden Larson was the one who disrupted things in the backfield, timing the count right.
Nice job that time by Hayden, just blowing the play up.
Bulldogs going to have to defend one more play. 4th down and 3 at the 26-yard line. Ball right in the middle of the park. Jaden Williams, who had the touchdown on the opening drive for Pasco, is back in the backfield along with Junior Olvera. A couple of seniors for Pasco. Shotgun set, back to the left. Straight drop, Olvera to throw. Right side lobs it off the fingertips of McKenna Garzing, complete.
Wow.
And a turnover on downs.
That one there, that was right on the money. Just maybe he let him a little bit too much, but he had everything right to the B on the Bulldogs if he would have been able to keep running hard.
3:30 left, quarter number 1. Hermiston gets the ball back. Fumbled on their last drive, turnover on downs on their first drive. 1st down and 10 from the 26-yard line, attacking right to left. Medelas with Larson behind him by a step and to his right. Bends at the waist. Motions Young left to right. Now 3 options that way. Snap, throw out to Young in the right flat. Bobbles, catches. Young on the run across the 30. Young spinning off of a tackler, pulled down around the 32-yard line. About 7 or 8. James Young, catch number 18 this season. 178 yards for him. He does have a touchdown. Second down, 3 to go. Medelas keeps lead blocking as Larson. Medelas gets the first down yardage to the 37-yard line. A 4-yard quarterback draw.
Second first down for the Bulldogs, for Hermiston Bulldogs, Eric. And, that was a very needed one there.
Move the chains with 2:42 left and the clock spinning in the first quarter. Hermiston attacking towards the west, trailing 6-0. Larson is to the left shoulder of Medelas. H-back left. Medelas counter. Gives to Larson. Right side run. Churning his feet to the 44-yard line. And Hayden gains about 6.5 or so.
Good block. They gave him 7 on the thing, on the mark. Good mark out there.
133 yards on 21 carries last week. Scored 2 touchdowns against Southridge. Second down, 3 to go from the 44-yard line. Larson moves to the right shoulder of Medelas. 2 receivers left. Pasco showing pressure up the middle. They'll bring it. Option play. Pitch out to Larson. First down yardage across midfield. Larson outside the numbers. Pulled down at the Pasco 48-yard line. Gains 8. .93 seconds remaining, quarter 1. Hermiston into Pasco territory. Empty the backfield. Throw it out to the left flat for Larson. Larson on the run. Trying to get to the edge. Cannot. Check that. That wasn't Larson. That was Cole McCamey. And McCamey ends up losing a yard. So Seth Reeve, just about the only one who's on the Pasco side of the 50, as Hermiston lines up for this second down and 11 from the left hash mark. McCamey, right shoulder, Medelas in the backfield. Fake to him, rolling to the right. Medelas on the run, pressured as he goes to the far sideline. Stops, throws, out of bounds, incomplete. Adrian Garcia-Lazo with 2 sacks on this team is the one creating the pressure.
Yeah, that time there, I mean, Eric, it's taking too much time to develop a pattern out there, and that's why, when Medelas got rolling out, number one, he had to gather himself, and then he had to drop back even further just to skip out the side. Is there a flag on the play? Oh, illegal receiver downfield.
Pasco will decline the ineligible man. 3rd down, 11 to go. Cash Edwards will slide off of the line out to the right. 3 options that way. James Young alone to the left. That's the short side of the field. The ball left hash mark 49. High snap. Badelas spins to his right. Will throw. Open. Dropped in the second level by Ryan Allen. He had space but could not haul it in.
Yeah, he turned up to look upfield to be able to take off and run and just didn't gather the ball in.
4th down and 11. Hermiston gets it across midfield, but now Max Shalhonik on to punt with 40 seconds remaining in the first quarter. RJ Lopez set to return at his 20. Still a light rain falling. Low looping snap. Shalhonik gets it and hammers it away. Lopez calls for a fair catch. Backpedaling, hauls it in at the 15-yard line and ends up tumbling backwards from there. At the 15 is where Pasco will have it. Leading 6-0 with 35 seconds remaining in the first quarter.
Yeah, nice punt, 34 yards, but it was more, the biggest thing was that it was that high and gave Hermiston an opportunity to go ahead and, corral wherever the runner was going to be at.
Cam Vanoy, Angel Ordaz, a couple of these seniors out with injury. I'm talking to Rod Bergato as the teams change possessions. The FCA leader who is everywhere. 1st down, 10 to go from the 15, right hash mark set. Junior Olvera, the senior quarterback. Hermiston showing blitz, will back off of it. Olvera to throw, left side, has an open man. Valencia with the catch. And down at the 19-yard line, a 4-yard gain. Max Valencia, his 28th catch of the year, and brings him to 416 yards this season. It's the 8 touchdowns that's eye-popping.
Yeah, it is. I mean, he's got, the yards aren't that much, but he just gets them at the right time.
Pasco, maybe one more play. There's 7 seconds, and the clock is ticking here in the first quarter. They will not get it off, and Pasco, will take a 6-0 lead into the second quarter here at Hermiston. When we return, it's Bulldog Football on your hometown radio station, AM 1360, KOHU. Thank goodness it's here. They're introducing the ASB officers from the 2 schools here during the quarter break. And I presume Pasco's ASB president has the Bulldog Football Bowl Championship trophy that has been at Pasco since they won last year. Winner of this game will get it. Pasco's got the 6-0 lead. Second quarter starts with a 2nd down and 6. Throw out to the right flat. Nice one-handed grab by Garza. Garza coming back to his left. Down the numbers. Dives across the 25. He'll be marked down at the 25. But it's enough to move the chains for Pasco. A new set of downs in the opening minute of quarter number 2. First down and 10, right hash mark, 25. Bulldogs stacking a bit more into the box. Olvera turns in hands. Trouble in the backfield for Williams. He has stood up immediately. There's 3 or 4 or 5 different Bulldogs who got there. Hayden Larson finished off the tackle. But up the middle, creating the problems, Seth Reeve.
Yeah, that's what Hermiston needed. They, get him behind the chains a little bit, and have to ball it up again, right up the middle.
Second down, 11 to go after the loss of a yard. Olvera in the backfield, along with Bradfield. Olvera rolling left to throw. Deep ball, looking for everything for Flores, too far. Kevin Flores, the senior receiver, had gotten back a step behind Hermiston's defense, but that ball was 5 or 6 steps beyond all of them.
Yeah, like I said, Eric, I watched him throw the ball warming up, and he throws a nice football. That was lofted about the right height, but just a little bit too strong.
Third down and 11. Pasco scored on the opening drive, aided by a big Jaden Williams run, a 47-yard dash on their opening play from scrimmage. Empty backfield. Olvera to throw on 3rd and 11. Time rolling right, now pressured on the run, taken into his bench. Cash ushers him out, the 28. Scramble for 4. And Pasco will need to punt. Paul Starr comes off of the sidelines. He and James Young will both drop into punt coverage. The punter is Cord Allen. He is a senior from about his 15. Low ball. Fair catch waved for by Young. Now he'll back away from it. And at the 40-yard line, it's touched up. 32-yard punt. And Hermiston, trailing 6-0, has the ball back.
See, unfortunately, Eric, that is the type of one that you want to return. When it's low like that, those linemen don't have, and the coverage people don't have enough time to get down there. And that's where he could have come up and caught that in the air, and he would have had some good yardage coming back downfield.
Nate Henderson in at receiver. He'll be alone wide to the right side. Allen and Young to the left. First down and 10 from the 40. Back to the right shoulder. Allen in motion, out to the right side, throw at him in the flat. Allen at the 40. Stutter steps around a man, stiff arms another, and steps out of bounds. 5-yard gain up to the 45. Hermiston, no huddle. Hayden Larson will step into the backfield along with Cash Edwards on this play. Edwards directly to the left of Medelas. Larson a step or two behind on 2nd down and 5 from the 45. Attacking off to our right now. Allen in motion. Left to right again. Hand to Larson, running the opposite way. Larson on the edge, fights through a tackle and fights his way up towards midfield. It looked like he was going to be stuck for a short gain. Coyer had him, and Coyer couldn't finish him. Though the mark is inches short, 3rd down and inches. Nose of the ball.
They just gave him a first down.
Now they move it, and now they will pause things to let the chains move.
I didn't think they gave him the first down.
Well, they have now pointed the first down, and so it is to the 50. .940 left in quarter number 2. Allen will come out right in the slot inside of Henderson, who's wide that way. Young alone to the left. Edwards H back left. Medelas. Snap kind of caught him off guard. Hand off to Larson, and Larson is bobbled up, loses a yard. Back of the 49 on Hermiston's side of the 50. Pasco's sending all the heavy artillery up the middle right now. Second down, 11 to go. Medelas fakes to Larson. Rolling, pressured, right side, Henderson dropped it. Two drops here for Hermiston's receiving core on what is a drizzly night. It is not an atmospheric river, as they're dealing with on the coast and in the Willamette Valley. Third down and a long. Under 9 minutes remaining before halftime. Hermiston trailing 6-0. Passing down for Medelas. Has it to throw. Left side launches. Young's behind everybody. Far sideline 25. He breaks a tackle, steps out of bounds. He's pulled out on the far sideline by Valencia. And a good pass there for Medelas to find Young in a pocket of space.
33 yards.
Down to the 17, they'll mark it. Left hash mark. Larson to the left shoulder, Medelas. First down and 10. Bends at the waist. Medelas slaps his hands twice, turns in hands. Larson up the middle. Steps to his left and gets a couple of yards forward. Down inside the 15-yard line. Give him 3. JoJo Cole made the stop. But the big guy, Hector Villa, is making a mess of things up the middle right now for the Pasco defense, doing well. Second down and 7. Larson out of the backfield to the right. Quarterback running that way. Medelas cuts back to his left. Flag out as Medelas finds himself inside the 10, down near the 8. Like this one is moving backwards, it is. That's one of those, everybody's blocking to a play to the right, and Medelas kind of turned it into his own personal counterplay. And so the defenders know what's happening, and the blockers are like, wait, we were going this way.
Well, he still got 6 yards on the carry, Eric, and the penalty came, downfield. So, unfortunately, it just cost him 3 yards on the penalty.
Second down, 13 to go, back at the 20-yard line. In motion, Allen right to left behind the quarterback, looking his way. Now a screen over the middle, high and complete.
Well, I don't know. That's not a good idea there. That
flag out at the very end for the back judge. Why didn't you like it?
Well, number one, if you're going to go over the top like that on a screen, it's got to be just barely over the top. You don't lob it up real high, because then you have it's a jump ball for anybody to come and get. And there was 2 linebackers that were close to the play.
Hermiston had an ineligible man downfield, and Pasco declines that penalty for the second time tonight. 8:03 left second quarter, 6-0 from the 23rd down and 13. Medelas to throw. Time in the pocket. Steps up. Throws over the middle. Intercepted. Right down Broadway. Bradfield's got it. Far sideline. He moves it across the 30 and out into his bench.
I don't know if the Bulldog receiver slipped and fell down, but there was no Bulldog receiver anywhere close to that football.
I think that when you look back at it, what you're going to see is the receiver was expecting something a lot further down. I think it just didn't come out from Medelas' hand the way he wanted to. It's the 12th interception that Medelas has had here in his sophomore campaign. Second turnover tonight for Hermiston. Trailing 6-0 with 7:53 left in the second quarter. Pasco's got the ball back. Bradfield's return gets it out across the 30-yard line. Olvera and Williams in the backfield. Olvera to throw. Left side to Flores. Flores has it. Ducks to his left and is thrown down by Hansel. To the 35. Wicks made that stop. Give him 4. Second down and 6. It's at the left hash mark, 35. Flores, who just caught the ball, he's the receiver to the left. Everybody else tight to the formation to the right. Shotgun set for Olvera. Turn in hand in the backfield. Williams, a burst of speed up to the 44-yard line prior to being tripped up. Edwards makes the stop. First down for Pasco to the 44, just short of midfield with under 7 minutes remaining before halftime. Here on senior night. Pasco scored on their opening drive. Olvera, the back a step behind him and to the right. Hands off in the backfield, trouble. And a huge play, Fitu Sapeni beats the block and gets into the backfield to drop the back Cole for a loss. Four yards backwards for JoJo Cole. At the 40-yard line, Pasco's got it, 2nd and 14. Kevin Flores scrambles on late. He'll be to the right, along with Valencia and Garza. One option left, 2nd down and 14. Olvera straight drop. Shimmies his shoulders, now moves to the left trying to run. Flag out for holding. Olvera's dropped back the original line of scrimmage by Larson. 4-yard scramble for Olvera. Now does Hermiston want to take this holding penalty?
Well, especially when it's 10 yards back, Eric. They very well could. I mean, it's going to be a loss of 15 yards regardless, because it'll go from where the flag was dropped.
Hermiston takes the holding and moves it back to the 30-yard line. Replay the 2nd down. Now 2nd and a country mile. Olvera to throw. Time. Deep ball. Near sideline for Flores. Over the top, too far. Incomplete. He can huck it.
He definitely has an arm. You know, that time there just out through his receiver. Hermiston, though, did a very good job. They had 3 guys back, but one was running just about a step and a half behind the receiver.
3rd down, 24 to go. Pasco's got it on their 30, attacking right to left in the all-white road uniforms. Back to the left shoulder of Olvera. Blitz coming. Picked up. Olvera, time to throw. Intercepted in the middle of the park. Break a tackle. Come near sideline. Still on his feet. And knocked into the sideline. Tanner Wicks.
About a 17-yard return.
Yeah, I thought that's what happened. Hansel intercepted it. and then Hansel essentially fumbled it to Wicks, who then was able to advance it further. But it didn't drop, and so it counts as like a backwards pass or a lateral. And so it's up to the 20-yard line. Pasco's first turnover of the night. Olvera's 9th interception this season. 5:29 left, trailing by 6. Hermiston going to work.
They got to punch it in, Eric. They got to start exerting themselves.
Larson dropped it on the handoff, recovered by Pasco. The opening play of this drive after the interception, Jose Valdez takes the ball that was dropped by Larson. Again, the exchange between Medelas and Larson has some problems, and Hermiston's fumbled twice.
Yeah, that one there looked like it was even lower, trying to get it to Larson. And, you know, when you're trying to cut up field, if it's down below your belt, it makes it awful hard. I don't know if he's having a tough time, gripping the football to where he can hold on to it, because it looks like he's, fumbled the ball around back there before getting control of it as a quarterback 6 or 7 times already.
Flag out. Substitution penalty on Pasco. So Pasco will start a 1st and 15 after recovering the fumble. 18-yard line left hash mark. 5:24 left prior to halftime. 6-0 Pasco's Bulldogs. The sophomore JoJo Cole a step behind Olvera to his right shoulder on 1st down and 15. Quick throw right side into Jaden Williams' hands. Williams out on the sideline. Cuts back to his left and gets him space. Jaden Williams still on the run. Pulled down from behind by Henderson.
Flag out.
Flag out. No gain.
I think you're going to find it's a offensive pass interference, I think, Eric.
They had trips out that way and threw it on kind of a wide receiver screen or swing pass to Jaden Williams, trying to find different ways to get him the ball.
Oh. So how much did they lose?
No, it was no gain because they were at 1st and 15. So go 5 back from there. And now take it back to the 9. Half the distance to the goal. It's effectively a 9-yard penalty. With 5:10, the clock is spinning before halftime. Still Cole in the backfield. Williams is moved out as the receiver left. Henderson will step out on him. 1st and lots. Deep ball over the top, too far for Valencia, incomplete.
Yeah, and now that one there was one where he had too much arm, but had he gotten it up in the air quite a bit, the receiver did have a couple of steps on our backs.
It's been an off and on shower here. There's not a lot of wind to speak of. Second down 24. Left hash mark. Valencia. Trips, bunch to the formation right. Hermiston pressuring right up the middle. And right up the middle, Edwards comes. Ball knocked out. It fumbles out of bounds. JoJo Cole given the line of scrimmage, so no gain. Nothing gained, nothing lost. Hermiston running their 3 down lineman formation right now with Edwards over the top of the center. The D end essentially playing nose tackle right now, 3rd and 24. Back to the 9. Olvera straight drop. Pressure coming. Hit as he throws towards his sideline, incomplete. Sent Henderson on a corner blitz. Larson was the one who got to him. 4th down. See if Hermiston wants to come after this one. Wicks and Starr to return the punt. They're standing about the 40. Cord Allen will be a couple of steps into his own end zone with 4:05 left of the second quarter. Pasco with a 6-0 lead. Allen gets the kick away. Return for Wicks. Bobbled up immediately. Maybe steps a yard or 2 forward from where he caught it. But he caught it at the 37, so Hermiston has good field position, trailing 6-0 in the second quarter. Bulldog Football on your hometown radio station is brought to you in part by Delish Bistro. They have a Halloween-themed fixed menu. Next Friday, reserve online for a spooky 3-course meal, $35 per person. Sign up at delishbistro.com. We will probably have Lamson Stadium hot dogs or delivered pizza slices. Hermiston and Kennewick next Friday night on Halloween. Medella's low snap, it gets past him. There's a scramble back into the backfield, and McCamey dives on top of it. Back at the 45-yard line. The snap went right between the two of them. Hermiston does keep it, but they lose a ton.
Wow, that's too bad to give a loss like that to McCamey.
18 yards backwards, 2nd down and 28. 3:30 left in the first half. Hermiston trailing 6-0. I mean, that is the silver lining on the gray clouds above head. Is it's just a 6-point game, with Hermiston having turned it over 3 times already. Play action to throw near sideline. Henderson's got it with a blocker in front. Following Harshberger across the 40-yard line into his own sideline. Henderson gets 16 of it back. Keegan Harshberger from his tackle spot on the right side got out there to be the lead blocker for Henderson. 3rd down, 13. McCamey to the right shoulder, Medelas, who takes the snap, looking to throw. Time, right side for Henderson, over the top, too far. Valencia in coverage, along with Mercado. .303 left second, 4th down and 13 at the 40. Yeah, Hermiston's going to send the punt team out here. Play some field position. I mean, if you can get a good snap here, Max could try to angle this one over towards the Pasco sideline. Drop it down into that corner. Max is about the 50 where he gets this away. Heavy pressure. High kick and returnable. Taken by Lopez. Lopez makes a man miss. Now breaks another. Pulled down from behind. Dancing all over and ends up getting to the 25-yard line. About an 8-yard return. .253 remaining first half. 6-0 Pasco. Pasco ball attacking right to left. Amongst a drizzle. Junior Olvera, he's got Jaden Williams in the backfield with him. Toss to Williams, right side run. Williams cut back to his left, tripped up. Hansel got in there. Just over a yard. Second down, 9 to go. At the 26. Bunch of 3 receivers tight to the formation left on 2nd and 9. Olvera to throw. Deep ball towards the Hermiston sideline. Too far for Valencia, incomplete. We haven't seen anybody push the ball downfield as frequently as Olvera has all season long.
Yeah, unfortunately, he has not been real accurate with it, but he is trying to push the ball downfield, and, he's just out throwing his receivers.
3rd down, 9 to go. At the 26, the incompletion stops the clock with 2:01 left. Hermiston has 2 timeouts remaining. Olvera to throw again. Time, steps up, looks, hit in the backfield, dropped at the 21-yard line. Hermiston will call a timeout. Minute 43 remaining in the first half. The sack of Olvera drops them back to the 22-yard line. We'll take it as well. Back in a minute here on AM 1360 KOHU.
They're going for it? No. They drop.
Low punt away, bounces into the chest of Paul Starr. He picks it up, returns it across the midfield stripe, and is stopped at the 49 in Pasco territory. About a 4-yard return on the punt by Cord Allen. With a minute 34 remaining before the half, Hermiston trailing 6-0. The offense gets their hands on the ball again. 3 turnovers, a turnover on downs, a couple of punts.
They need to put one in the end zone, Eric, because Pasco is going to get the football to begin the second half. We need to not allow them to go in with the confidence and the momentum.
Ryan Allen, James Young are the receivers left. Nate Anderson to the right. H back right. 1st down and 10 from the 49. Larson to the left shoulder, Medelas. Pasco showing a blitz. They'll bring 6. Medelas throws near sideline towards Henderson. Leaps forward off his fingertips. That one was just an offline pass. Henderson had ran a good route to get open.
Yeah, he had about 12 yards on the pattern, and it was just off.
90 seconds remaining before halftime. Hermiston does have 1 timeout remaining. He could put the ball on the ground. Hayden Larson had a couple of big runs early. Pasco's made some adjustments, have taken away some of the inside the tackle running. 2nd down and 10. To throw again. Medella's looking left. Will deliver that way into traffic. Tipped. A second opportunity for Damian Bradfield to get his hands on the ball. Couldn't pull in his second interception of the night.
Yeah, that was right to him. I mean, there are 2 people between him and the receiver, and that's awful tough to complete one like that.
3rd down, 10 to go. I mean, Pasco's got all their timeouts remaining. They could get their offense back one more possession here if they get a stop on 3rd and 10. From their 49, back to the left shoulder, Medelis. Twins right for Medelis. Slaps his hands. Fakes it to Larson. Time in the pocket. Steps up. Now rolls out to the left. Still on the run towards the Pasco sideline. Flips it downfield. Incomplete. James Young was in the vicinity but had no chance on that one. And Hermiston has to punt. Griffin Davis, a freshman, is going to snap. Max Shalonik to punt about his 35. RJ Lopez to return. High kick straight up the elevator shaft. It bounces on the Hermiston sideline, out of play. The 38-yard line. Punt's only an 11-yard punt. And Pasco's got 1st down and 10. And all their timeouts and 1:10 remaining before halftime to add on to their 6-0 lead.
Nice snap for a freshman long snapper, first snap of the year, Eric. That was a good job.
I don't know if it was his first. It's just I think he's been snapping. It's just the first time I noticed that he was out there. He lived next to me when he moved to the area. Aaron and Tara's son. All right, 1st down and 10 to go. Olvera time to go deep over the top, stumble out of the reach of Valencia. He's looking around asking for a flag where he says he got tangled up with Paul Starr, who was in there on that play in coverage. I mean, I don't know if there's a quarterback in this conference that I would rather have in a Hail Mary situation than Junior Olvera.
Yeah, he's just got to understand, Eric. I mean, had he gone ahead and on most of his passes, if he had put a little bit more height on the pass, elevation out there, that probably would have had a good opportunity.
To Jaden Williams in the flat, breaks a tackle at the 45. He's across midfield, tripped up into Hermiston territory. Little swing pass out to the right. Pasco wants to go quick. The clock is paused while the chains get set up to the 47-yard line in Hermiston territory. Pasco go no huddle with 55 seconds remaining before halftime. They do have their timeouts. Williams to the left shoulder of Olvera. Straight drop for the quarterback. The senior steps up, rips it over the middle, incomplete off of Kevin Flores' hands. A drop. They had the 1st down yardage in the middle of the Flores. Olvera, that play, did a really nice job. Stepped up into the space, and he delivered a fastball.
Yeah.
Which makes me think, oh, look at that. Top 8. Blue Jays 11, Dodgers 4.
Oh.
We're all Blue Jays fans, right, Mariners? Or is it just me because I'm a Giants fan? 2nd down, 10 to go at Hermiston's 47. Olvera will move Williams out of the backfield to the left. Fakes it that way, now over the middle. This time has Lopez, RJ Lopez, inside the 30, down to the 28-yard line. Pitch and catch and 19 yards. 39 seconds remaining. Pasco has timeouts. They will take one of them right here. We'll take it as well. Pasco up 6-0 on AM 1360 KOHU. First down 10 from the 28. Junior Olvera hitting the backfield drop. Cash Edwards finishes it off. Hermiston got pressure. They got a stop, and Pasco will stop the clock again after a 5-yard loss. 31 seconds remaining. Second Pasco timeout. Bulldog football here on your hometown radio station. Coming up at halftime, which is brought to you by Devon Oil Circle K. We will have a Hermiston School District spotlight that they brought to you tonight. An Al Davis conversation about girls wrestling. Hermiston School District wants to remind you, conference week is up. November 3rd through the 8th. Dates and times determined by your student's grade. Visit hermiston.k12.or.us for more information. And we are just short of halftime, brought to you by Devon Oil Circle K. The stop to make before your trip. Fill up on premium fuels, stock up on a variety of snacks. Get a 99-cent fountain drink in any size at Circle K on North 1st Street in Hermiston. Second down, 15 to go at the 33-yard line. Junior Olvera's got a back to his right, a receiver that way, 3 options to his left. In the shotgun, the 5'10 senior quarterback stands straight-legged, throws it left side, high ball pulled in by Kevin Flores, breaks a tackle, he's across the 20, shoved out of bounds into the Hermiston sideline up near the 15-yard line by Hayden Larson. First down yardage. 18 yards gained on Flores' catch. First down 10 at the 15. 24 seconds remaining. The clock stops because Flores was pushed out of bounds. 2 receivers each way. Jaden Williams to the right shoulder of Olvera. Olvera, blitz coming, takes a snap, throws it to the right sideline, incomplete. Hansel on the coverage, batted it away from Valencia. Nice shot by Hansel right there on Valencia, who's tied for number 2 in the conference in receiving touchdowns with 8. Second down and 10 from the 15. Hermiston's defense trying to find a way to keep this a 1-score game before halftime. Williams to the left shoulder of Olvera. Straight drop for the quarterback. In the pocket, throws middle ball. Valencia's got it at the goal line, he's in. Wait, there's a flag. Valencia with the 15-yard catch. The marker, however, is one of a couple of flags.
It's going to be offsetting, it looks like, Eric. Far side might have had a defensive holding, and there was an offensive holding in the middle.
"13 seconds remaining in the first half." A longer conversation as more of Eric Weisgerber's crew comes together. The lead official tonight with the white hat on. All 5 of them talking this through. There's a flag over just inside of the north sideline on the Pasco side of Kennison Field. The other one sitting right at the 19-yard line on the left hash. Let's see. Holding. Illegal touching. Both against Pasco.
Oh.
And now an explanation given to DJ Search by Eric Weisgerber.
There are 2 fouls on the club holding. Fine. on the offense. Starter in the previous spot. Total losses.
Well, cutting in and out, Hermiston declined the holding. They took the illegal touching because it's a loss of down, and 5 yards back to the 20. 13 seconds remaining. 3rd down and 15. Left hash mark 20. Pasco does have a timeout left if they throw over the middle. Olvera, deep ball, right corner. Valencia again, tipped away. Backside help by the safety coming across. And knocking it away was Colton Weisler.
Nice job. That was a great catch up. I mean, he did. He came from a long way away to dive in between that.
4th down. And Pasco's going to send the specialists out there. Jason Escalera to kick with 8 seconds remaining to try to make this a 2-score game. From the left hash mark, Escalera is going to get set to try from 36. A timeout first. Hermiston, no, Pasco will use their final timeout to give Escalera enough time. I think they kind of were hemming and hawing, and the play clock was going to wind down close on them.
Yeah, I mean, 2 great pass defenses in the last, 4 plays, Eric, by the Bulldogs, by Hermiston. That time there, that was just an absolute, that was a touchdown-saving tip away.
And it was made by a sophomore who's seen limited time. Weisler and this Hermiston's group, they didn't have a JV. Pasco canceled freshman. Hermiston was able to pick up a game. 4th down and 15. Escalera, left hash mark from 36 yards out. Valencia is the holder. Had that ball batted away from him by Weisler. The kick towards the right and bounces off of the crossbar and across for a 36-yard field goal by about 6 inches.
Oh, man. Well, that's the way to almost end the half there, Eric. And unfortunately, the Bulldogs now, they got to hold it. They got them.
From 36 away, it was not struck center of the ball. Escalera kind of caught it a little bit under it. Pushed it towards the right goalpost from the left hash mark, and it just clipped the crossbar and got over.
Yeah, it went into a pretty good little breeze, it looks like, going on out there also right now, Eric. Flags are straight out.
There's a little bit more breeze. I mean, if you look, where it's deceptive is it's kind of swirling because at the goalpost itself, the ribbons on the goalpost that he just kicked to aren't really moving as much. Not nearly as much as the flag over to the north at the softball field.
Watch a little squib on cider here.
I mean, with 2 seconds left, squib would make sense here. Make Hermiston field it, and the clock runs out. Escalera is actually going to chip it kind of deep towards his end zone.
That was a mistake.
And they'll hit it out of play. It's a procedure penalty, so Hermiston will get to run one more play, down 9-0. Unless the Bulldogs are going to make him kick it again. They are. Hermiston will push them 5 yards back and make them kick it again. I would think this time it's a It should be a squib.
Should be.
Escalera just kicked the 36-yard field goal.
There's nobody that should be any deeper than the 35-yard line, Eric.
Well, they just showed that they were going to kick it deep, though, right? So, like, maybe they will do it again. You would think this would be a dribbler. No, they're going to chip it again towards their sideline.
Go.
And return this time as the buzzer sounds to bring us to the end of the first half. 9-0 in favor of Pasco. They score on the opening drive, and Jason Escalera
pass as it's going over the top. So you got to be able to go ahead and, get the pass in there.
Bulldog Football on your hometown radio station is brought to you in part by Smitty's Ace Hardware. Stop at a Smitty's Hardware to check in with the folks at your locally owned Ace for help with your next project. Professionally trained staff members always there to help you find what you need at Smitty's Ace Hardware. And the Umatilla Electric Cooperative. For the past several years, the staff at Umatilla Electric Co-op have stepped up to support breast cancer awareness, raising thousands of dollars to fund screenings and treatments. This October, you'll find the staff at UEC wearing pink and continuing their efforts to raise awareness and support. That is part of tonight. It's a cancer awareness evening. The Good Shepherd Foundation was giving away goodie bags for people who came into the stadium. I got the pink tie on. I've got the purple shirt on for different type of cancer awareness. You've got the pink on here tonight. I just haven't found the right teal yet. That's a color that we wear a lot at Umatilla Softball, which is in recognition of ovarian cancer. Obviously, recognition and awareness is part of the message that the Good Shepherd Foundation has coming into this evening. And we've been thrilled for every report we've heard about Angel Ordaz as he started this battle a couple of weeks ago on homecoming night.
Yeah, and it's good to see him down on the field. I'm just hoping that he's not going to try and you keep seeing him. He was sitting on the bench during the whole halftime when everybody was in the locker room, and I think he was sitting there with Benoit, and you just hope that he says he doesn't think that he's going to sneak off into the sunset there.
Well, he's got cargo pants on now. He was in full uniform for the recognition before. They let him go through parts of warm-ups with the rest of the linemen, and then Dylan Caldwell would step him out for certain things that involved more contact. There is no clearance, though. Yep. Although he did say to me, because I went and briefly talked to him, and he said, look, if things go well, maybe, just maybe, there's another down or two to play. It would be a Week 10 thing, if possible.
Yeah.
I think it's a better chance, hey, can this guy throw for a state title in shot put this spring?
Yes.
But don't count him out. Everything's been good so far. Pasco is going to get the ball, attacking left to right, leading 9-0. Jose Tena-Guardano, first time we see him tonight, kicking into the wind. And a flag out on Hermiston.
Yep.
Jaden Williams and Max Valencia back to return. The fourth penalty of the game for Hermiston, bringing their total tonight to 15. Well, let's put that in a positive note. They're eager to get downfield.
Yep, and the thing about it is now, Eric, this might be a really good time, but I don't know. We've never seen them really do a high pooch kick. But with this wind blowing back into Hermiston's face, this might be an opportunity that if they decided to try it, could work out for them.
Wind's picked up out of the southwest. Tena-Guardano will chip it towards the Pasco sideline, taking about the 36-yard line, and a gain of a yard or two, but not much other than that for Damon Bradfield. Had a couple of carries in the first half, had an interception in the first half, almost had a second interception. 37-yard line, attacking left to right towards the high school in the east end zone. Max Shilhonic hammers the kicking ball, punts it over to his sideline, carries over everybody. And now he sets up at a tackle position on this first down and 10. Twin receivers left. Low snap, pulled down, handed off to Williams. Jaden Williams running down the left hash marks to the 41-yard line, about a 3-yard gain. Williams just shy of 70 yards on the ground here tonight, leading yardage this evening. Junior Olvera, the senior quarterback, trying to win back-to-back games against Hermiston's Bulldogs to end his career and in this matchup. Second down, about 6 to go. At the 41 left hash mark. And again, in the backfield. Vitu Sapeni gets there, slows things up, and Larson and Edwards stop it. A gain of 1 up to the 42.
Nice job that time by Sapeni getting in and knifing right down the right behind the offensive line to go ahead and grab a hold.
They stepped it back, no gain, 3rd and 6. Opening drive of the second half. Pasco out of a huddle. Kevin Flores, the receiver, to the left. Trips options right. Scattered out. Ball in the middle of the park for Olvera. The senior quarterback takes the snap. Looking right side, will throw towards the sideline. Has Garza. Garza knocked out of bounds into the Hermiston sideline. Tackled there by Tanner Wicks. And it's enough to move the chains to the 47-yard line.
Just his second catch on the night, Eric, and just the 9th first down for the Pasco Bulldogs.
Jade Williams splits out right side of the quarterback. Olvera, he's got 3 options right. Handed to Williams up the middle. He's got a seam, 40-yard line, near sideline, 30, 25, 20, 15, pulled down there. Ran over the top of Tabor Mills, who held on to pull him down at the 16-yard line. 38 yards.
38-yard run, and that time we were holding him down pretty good, and then he pops it off.
First down and 10 for Pasco, looking to add to a 9-0 lead. Just about 2 minutes into the second half. Right hash mark 16. Bradfield in the backfield to the right shoulder of Olvera. Takes the snap, hands off to Bradfield. Bradfield trying to run out to the outside. Not going to happen. Caught out on the edge. And not enough speed to get beyond Kelly. Colby Kelly, the Superman starter. Dropped for a loss of 1. We do know they are within the range of Jason Escalera if we were to get that far down in this set of downs. And the wind would be at his back right now. Hit a 36-yarder going into the locker room to make it 9-0. That's where we stand now with 9:10 left in quarter number 3. Bradfield, right shoulder of Olvera, looking to throw. Time to throw in the pocket. Now hit. Scrambles away from one tackler, not the second and third. A yard or so on the scramble for Olvera. Third down and 10, back to the original line of scrimmage, 16-yard line. Left hash mark for Pasco. JoJo Cole, the sophomore, is in. Jaden Williams is back in. They'll both come into the backfield along with Olvera. The sophomore is at H-back, offset to the right. Play action, Olvera to throw, right side towards the end zone, over the top into the hands of Valencia. A well-weighted pass from Junior Olvera to Max Valencia, who had it for the 16-yard score.
Unfortunately, that's the last thing you wanted to see, was being able to go ahead and pop that one into the end zone right there, Eric. And now the Hermiston Bulldogs really, they're still within 2 scores right now, depending upon if they go for 2 or just kick the extra point.
Offense going to stay out there with a 15-0 lead. To make this a 3-score game. Williams to the right shoulder of Olvera. Olvera looking to throw. Valencia lob to the corner, over the shoulder, incomplete. Hansel was in coverage. Valencia is kind of throwing the wrong shoulder of him. And Pasco's lead is 15-0. 8:13 left. Drive takes almost 4 minutes here to start the third quarter. And a couple of big plays at Hermiston's defense. Other than that 47-yarder to open the game, they had not given up a big play in that first half. Couple of them on that drive.
Yeah, that time there it was just the grit of the running back. You know, he just did a great job of bouncing off people. Williams spun and then started going down. Then he showed some strength on the hit and got even closer. But that was, we gave them the edge, Eric. They were able to go ahead and get around the numbers there. And when you do that, you have no help for quite a ways.
Hermiston will attack into the wind here in the third quarter. As Jason Escalera comes to tee this one up. 15-0 score line. And that's kind of the same thing I said in the first half, is the rain has now joined the wind. And it's coming down and really starting to feel like a true fall football game here. For all the things that have gone cattywampus for Hermiston, they're down 2 scores.
They're down 2 scores. Going to have to go a long field because of the kick into the end zone just now. So, they've got to get things going.
Bulldog Football on your hometown radio station, brought to you in part by Eastern Oregon Physical Therapy. Address the root cause of your pain and discomfort at Eastern Oregon Physical Therapy. They'll get you on the road to recovery and back to doing the things you enjoy. From the 20-yard line, first down and at 10. Hayden Larson to the right shoulder of Braden Medeles. The sophomore quarterback slaps his hands together, turns it, and fakes the handoff. Oh no, that was given. And Larson to the 20, just across the 25-yard line. Just about a 6-yard gain. Did not see a lot of read option in the first half. And maybe a piece of that was Medeles and Larson had 2 fumbles on the handoff exchange in the first half. They lost them both. Larson again, left side run, bottled up this time, no gain, as he tried to come to the left. And a big roar of celebration for Adrian Garcia-Lazo. He made the stop. Cuellar up there to help. 3rd down and 4 for Hermiston. Left hash mark 26. H back right. Medeles. Barking signals. The sophomore quarterback takes the snap. Play action. Pressured. Throws it to Young. Young makes one man miss. Now down the near sideline. 40. Cuts back to his right. Valencia's got him. Young fights his way across the midfield stripe into Pasco territory to their 48-yard line.
24-yard pickup that time for the Bulldogs.
Who go no huddle. Tabor Mills, Ryan Allen, the receivers to the right. James Young left. Larson to the right shoulder. Medeles now out of the backfield to the right. 3 options that way. Medeles, it's a design quarterback run, and he has nowhere to go. Bear hugged it down by the big man, Hector Villa. Loss of 2 back to the midfield stripe. Clock spinning, 6.5 minutes remaining in quarter 3. Hermiston trailing 15-0. Looking for their first points on senior night. 2 receiver options right for Medeles. He'll move Young in motion left to right. Larson in the backfield. Looking Young's way, throws it low. Young digs it out of the dirt. Scott on the run, gets a big block. Young gone, 25-20, 15-10, 5, touchdown Hermiston! A 50-yard run for James Young.
Nice little pass that time, Eric, for, out of the little screen there, and did a great job. Young waited and then was able to go ahead and utilize the fact that two of Pasco's defenders ran into each other and, basically dropped each other right there, and Young was able to circle around for the touchdown.
Jose Teguardado on for the extra point. Into the wind, into the rain. The kick is through with some pressure. 15-7 with 6:03 remaining in quarter number 3. And the Bulldogs have some excitement when we return to Kennison Field on AM 1360 KOHU. Bulldogs have a score on the board, trail 15-7, 6:03 left in the third quarter. Into the win, Jose Teguardado, the freshman right-footed kicker, has it teed. Valencia back, as is Williams. Williams the returner. Check that, this one's Lopez this time. Lopez crossed the 35 and is wrestled down to the 37 or 38 yard line. An 18-yard return. And Pasco's offense back on the field.
Well, this is time again for the defense to step it up again, Eric, as they have all night long. They've got to go ahead and now not allow that big run to pop.
Jaden Williams in the backfield along with Junior Olvera. 3 receivers bunched to the formation right. Now 2 of them will split off that way. And JoJo Cole will move into the backfield as an H-back right. Hand to Williams. Williams running, bottled up. Right up the middle from the linebacker position. Hayden Larson read it. And Cash Edwards helped him finish it along with Fitu Sapeni.
Yeah, he's now rushed the ball 11 times, 113 yards on the night, but great defensive job that time right up the middle.
Second down, 8 to go. Left hash mark, 40-yard line. Olvera with the back to his left shoulder. Hands it. Williams again. Williams. Big hit right around the 45. Spins off of the tackler and moves an extra yard to the 46-yard line. Gain of 6 and brings up third down and 2. Some power running that Cole McCamey gets credit with the tackle on.
Yeah, now Hermiston has to go ahead and I do have a feeling that Pasco is going to go ahead and go 4-down territory here, Eric. If they don't, unless they lose a little bit of yardage on this play.
Just short of midfield, 46-yard line, third down and 2. Williams again. Not a discussion. He gets the first down across the midfield, running down the left hash mark, 6 yards forward to Hermiston's 48. Jaden Williams will come off. Walks right by the first-year head coach, DJ Search. Took over this program after spending a lot of his coaching career on the Richland staff. First down and 10. And more than motion, R.J. Lopez was on a different snap count than everybody else. Just started taking off from the right slot position. And I'll move it back the other side of the 50. Search said he's a elementary PE teacher in the Pasco district. He lives about 8 blocks away from Pasco High School. And when this position came open, he had talked about, look, this is my opportunity to go and do something. And he understands this is a big battle there. First down and 15. Attacking left to right with the wind at the back. Junior Olvera getting set to throw. We'll crank it towards the near sideline. Garza slipping and sliding to the catch to Hermiston's 47-yard line. About a 6-yard gain there. I did say to him, I have a weird question for you, Coach. He was prepared for anything at that point, in our first ever conversation. I said, what unit are you guys in PE? He said at elementary, well, because of the Mariners, we moved up to baseball. So we've been doing baseball there. I said, oh, there's a lot of baseball friends. He's like, yep. Second down, 9 to go. Just across midfield. Handoff. Williams right side 1. Williams driven into Hermiston's sideline just short of the 40-yard line. Gain goes for 7. And 3rd and short coming up. By the way, that team that unfortunately knocked the Mariners out, they won game 1 up at their place in the Rogers Center. Toronto 11, Los Angeles 4.
Yeah, they are a hitting team. They are a hitting team. When they get hot, the Dodgers pitching might be tough, but not with good hitters.
3rd down, 2 to go. Toss play left side for Williams trying to get the edge. He does get the edge. Now he's on the run. 30-25 and into his sideline. Taken out. Nate Henderson was able to chase him down. But Hermiston, they lost outside contain and gave up a 22-yarder. 23. Marked it at the 19. 3:05 left third quarter. Pasco 15-7 their lead. Lost outside contain and gave Williams some room out there wide. Williams off for at least a play. Bradfield in there in the backfield, hand to him. He's going to try to bounce it out to the left side. Flag out. Bradfield breaks a tackle inside the 15-yard line. Malachi Covarrubias, one of the 17 seniors who was honored before this game, in there on the tackle, along with Cole McCamey, the Hermiston junior linebacker. Covarrubias, 3 years of significant contribution here at the varsity level. Holding penalty against Pasco. That will help. Move it back to the 29. Flores, the lone receiver left. 3 options right on first down and 20 at the 29-yard line. Bradfield to the right shoulder of Olvera. Olvera looking to throw. Time in the pocket. Hit as he throws over the middle. Underthrown ball coming back. Valencia has it knocked out of his hands. Tabor Mills on the coverage.
Good job again. I mean, great hit, good timing, and just happened to get to the same time and knock the ball loose.
Second down and 20. They got close. Jaden Williams back in the backfield. Left hash mark, 2nd and 20. Time in the pocket. Olvera caught and dropped her loss again. Blitz off of the edge. And Fitu Sepeni gets home. at the 35, a 6-yard loss. Third down. 26 to go. A light drizzle, a lot of wind at the back of the Pasco Bulldogs. Out of the backfield, swing it that way. Bradfield slips at the 40-yard line. He loses 5 more yards, lost his footing on this field turf here in Hermiston. And back at the 40, 4th down and 31. Pasco will have to punt it away. The defense gets their stand. The field turf is showing its age a little bit. It's laying down a little bit more. Athletic Director Larry Escher told the Hermiston Linebacker Club at their luncheon on Thursday they are in conversations and have the renderings. They will look to replace this turf this summer.
Another penalty on Pasco.
Most likely it will take the same complexion, no matter how many times I joke about a purple turf.
Yeah.
I've been told, look, the problem is the purples wouldn't match the track and the turf.
Yeah.
So purple will be one of the primary accents on a green turf. All right, so that pushes the punter Allen on his side of the 50. Pressure coming. He does get it away. High kick. Paul Starr says get away from it. Takes a Pasco roll inside the 20 and down near the 14 is where it's grabbed. Ends up being a very good punt for Cord Allen. And with 57 seconds left in the third quarter, Hermiston trailing 15-7, back to work. The most prominent change that is currently being talked about, or at least is on the most recent rendering I saw earlier today, is a much bigger prominent H at midfield.
Yeah, and the fact that they're going to alternate colors of green for
I would call the H the prominent.
Yeah, I would say that, but it's going to make this thing look, it'll make it look more like a watermelon out there.
Flag out before Hermiston's first down and 10 play. Waiting for Eric Weisgerber. It is on Hermiston.
Just Hermiston's third accepted penalty against them, and they got 5 total. 2 of them were declined.
First down 15 from the 9. Pasco showing blitz all over the place. Low snap, it squirts away, back into the end zone. Bobbling ball, scramble for it. It's either a safety or a score. Safety it is. A low squirting snap below the feet and in between quarterback and running back. And a 10-point lead for Pasco on what is the 4th fumble of the night. Hermiston doesn't lose it, but this essentially is even worse. Well, yeah. No, losing it would have been worse because it would have been a touchdown.
Touchdown, yeah.
For all the work to get it back, to get in good position, and that mistake there, effectively a turnover, where Hermiston has had 3 traditional stat book turnovers. They've turned it over on downs, and now this safety. And I wonder,
I would be kicking
will it be
it.
Jose or Max?
I would kick it, not punt.
I would have Max punt it, to be honest, because he is
Except for
He is a very strong foot. He doesn't have to deal with a snap, and
No, but
I
you're-
get that he's into the wind.
But you're into the wind, which is going to hold it up. At least if he goes ahead and drives this thing down low, you're going to have a longer net kickoff than you will for the punt.
They had lined up at the 30, and then they lined up at the 25. The 20 is where a safety kick comes from. And so Jose Tena Guardado will kick it with 50 seconds remaining in the third quarter, 17-7. Returners creeping up around the 35 or 40. There's a low liner. Coming up, man, across midfield. Jaden Rios, the sophomore, returns it all the way to the 42-yard line. Flag out at the end of everything. A very late flag.
So it wasn't he didn't grab a face mask.
He did grab a face mask as the indication. Personal foul at the end of the play, 15 yards, and Pasco's going to have the ball inside Hermiston's 30. David Fine-Tete out near the numbers, asking for an explanation.
Personal foul. Face mask on the defense. 15-yard penalty. Push down.
Down to the 28-yard line. Pasco has it, trying to add on to a 17-7 lead. A huge change in momentum, the safety, and now the penalty after the short kick and the good return. Pasco's got it at the 28. Give it to Williams. Williams up the middle. Williams will power across the 25-yard line. Pick up about 4 yards. 3 or 4. Give him 3, it looks like. Spotted right on top of the 25-yard line. Pasco's only got to run one more play here in this quarter. This would be an interesting moment for play action because it's probably the last play you have with the wind at your back. 10 seconds left in the quarter. Give it to Williams. Tries to cut Judd out to the left and is caught. And dropped for a loss of the backfield by Max Shelhonic. Back to the line of scrimmage. Williams got it. 3rd down and 7 facing Pasco when we come back for the fourth quarter on AM 1360 KOHU. Fourth quarter on senior night on Kennison Field. The battle of the Bulldogs, the Bulldog Bowl Football Championship Year 2. The traveling trophy is 12 minutes away from staying at Pasco High School for another year. 17-7 their lead. 3rd down, 7 to go. Attacking now into the wind and the west end zone from the 25-yard line. Because of the wind, barring a big loss, this is 4-down territory for Pasco to try to convert. Junior Olvera and Jaden Williams in the backfield together. The two seniors. Olvera will move the back, Williams to his left shoulder. Two receivers each way on third down. Olvera to throw, steps up in the pocket, scrambled, hit from behind, drop for a loss back around the 30-yard line. Chased down by Cash Edwards again. And now, what do? 4th down and 13.
Yeah, I don't think he's got enough leg to get it, on the field goal, not into the wind. Because it was not blowing. Well, it was blowing, but not this hard.
He hit a 36-yarder. This would be a 47-yarder. So they will keep the offense out there on the field. The question was really going to be, do you maybe try to do a little pooch punt and really play field position? 4th down and 13. Olvera pressured out of the pocket, rolling to the right. Olvera will hoist it down towards the end zone. Underthrown ball, incomplete. Lopez was in the vicinity. Garza was the intended target. And it's a turnover on downs for Hermiston, the ball, trailing by 10. 1 minute into the fourth quarter. $11:05 specifically on senior night. Hermiston looking for their third win of the season. James Young, the receiver, to the left. Ryan Allen, Nate Henderson are both right. Cash Edwards lined up as a tight end to the right. Medelas and Larson to the backfield. Larson out of the backfield. Medelas bends at the waist, takes a low snap, flag out. Delay of game. Medelas paused after his first hard count clap because there was some movement up front, but it was not enough to get into the neutral zone. So 5-yard penalty against Hermiston. 4th down 15 from the 26-yard line. Twin receivers left. Medelas has got the wind at his back. Moves Larson to his right side. Now takes the snap. Throw near side. Henderson on the screen. Henderson down the near sideline. He's got blockers in front. At midfield, cuts back to his left. Lopez hanging on and pulls him down into Pasco territory to their 41-yard line. JoJo Cole came and helped out. Bulldogs will move quick with under 11 minutes remaining, trailing by 2 scores.
39-yard pickup that time by the Bulldogs.
1st down and 10 at the 41. Medelas to throw. Over the middle. Wide open down the slot. Drop by Allen.
Wow, there was 6. He just turned his head and knew he was wide open, nobody covering him, and started to run before the ball got there.
2nd down and 10 to go. Allen in the slot left, Young outside of him that way. Henderson to the right. As the rain keeps falling, Henderson in motion. Pasco all pointing at Hermiston. Flag out against them. 17-7, Pasco with the advantage. They have led all night. Ten minutes, 36 seconds remaining in regulation. Same formation, 2 left. The H-back Edwards is to the left as well. Pasco showing pressure up the middle. On 2nd and 15, Larson out of the backfield. Look it that way, throw it that way, incomplete. Off of his left arm, led him just a step too far and too high. 3rd down and long, and McCamey will come in for Larson. This is a test of Pasco's scouting. McCamey is considered the one with the sure hands in screen situations. Third down 15 from the 46 in Pasco territory. Pasco dummying blitzes up front. Will back it off, rush 4. Medella's pumps, coming right side. Now throws downfield, incomplete. Past Edwards, over his shoulder. Fourth down with 10:27 remaining. The offense remains. Tabor Mills on, he's in the slot left. McCamey to the right shoulder, Medella's. Flag out. It's going to go against Pasco.
Somebody's barking something up there on the line.
Prior to the snap, this is on the defense. 5-yard penalty, replay goes down.
Two middle linebackers both showing blitz up the middle, back and forth. And that 5-yard penalty moves it to the 41, so 4th and 10 for Hermiston. Henderson right, 2 options left for Medella's. The back to his right shoulder, that's McCamey. Medella's to throw, pumps, scrambling left, pressure behind him, still scrambling left. Will go downfield over everybody, incomplete. Turnover on downs. Pasco with 10:18's got the ball back and a 17-7 lead. It's just the defense to work again. .41-yard line left hash mark where Pasco will take over. JoJo Cole in the backfield along with Junior Olvera on this 1st down and 10 play. A lone receiver left, 3 options right. Give it to Cole. The sophomore up the middle is pulled down from behind by Edwards. 2 yards forward to the 43.
You'll probably see a whole lot of that coming up.
It'd be interesting, 10 minutes remaining, how well the senior Olvera, who's been playing at the varsity level, he's had snaps even as a freshman in this Pasco program. Back when Leon Wright Jackson was the one leading his alma mater. 2nd down and 8. Up the middle run again, and again stuffed. Another yard forward to the 44-yard line. Larson came in, and with Sepenny, hit the back, who hit the hole. Favorable spot to the 45. 3rd down and 6. Defense can get off the field right here. Still Cole in the backfield. Junior Olvera's got receivers each way. Left hash mark set, flag out. Pasco moved.
Their 10th penalty on the night already, Eric. Well, going into here, and that's a huge thing that really put them behind the sticks.
3rd down 11 with the ball back at the 40-yard line in Pasco territory, attacking right to left into what is becoming a driving southwest wind with rain falling. And Hermiston trailing 17-7. 8:40 on the clock in the 4th quarter. It is ticking away on Hermiston senior night. Junior Olvera with the back to his left shoulder. Straight drop to throw. Pressured. Rolls back to his left. Flag out as Olvera scrambles back over to the right, switching the field towards his sideline. Tall passing complete over the intended receiver on his sideline. check on the marker.
It's holding. Yeah, it was holding. Our defensive end, I think it was Sapeni that was able to go ahead and get a good rush, and he almost got pulled down.
Now the question's going to be, does Hermiston want it? And the indication is yes, they will take the penalty. Instead of 4th and 10 from the 4th and 11 from the 40, they're going to make it 3rd down and 21. Back at the 30-yard line, Pasco will have this now. They've been getting a lot of pressure on Junior Olvera. They're going to do it rushing Sapeni, Shulhanik, and Edwards. Just 3 on the line, 3rd down and 21 at the 30-yard line. Olvera will move JoJo Cole out of the backfield right and throw it that way. The sophomore Cole has it, drop for a loss. Backwards a couple more yards. Off the edge, read well by Larson. A 4th down and a ton. The kick of this ball will come with about 7:40 left in quarter number 4. 17-7.
They got to move up, Eric. They've got to move up. This wind, it's going to hold that ball in the air.
Hermiston's going to use a timeout. 7:50 left, down by 2 scores. They'll use their first timeout ahead of this punt. I got to wonder, is this to set up a punt block? Do you come after it here, or do you let Mother Nature be your 12th teammate?
I same way as I would have done the same thing on the kickoff on the safety. I would let that wind go ahead and blow. If you notice what it did, it blew it up in the air, and then Hermiston blew themselves up. I mean, if he's got a leg, he's going to have to kick it low, if anything, to go ahead and keep it down out of that wind. Otherwise, it's going to be a negative punt.
It's about a 2-club wind right now. Dealt with this quite a bit last weekend at Wine Valley. Did not play well in it.
So I think
Cord Allen will stand around his 13.
I still think we're he's moving up now. I still think I'd be up even closer.
Paul Starr's standing about midfield. Allen with some pressure, gets it away. It will hang up in the wind. Starr's going to say, get away from it. Checks up. Like I wish I could make my wedge do. I can't anymore. And out of bounds into the Pasco sideline at the 45. About a 15-yard punt. Hermiston down 17-7 with 7:42 remaining in the 4th quarter. Offense back on the ball.
And the Bulldogs absolutely have to score on this drive, Eric. It is a must.
First down 10, left hash mark, 45-yard line. 7:42 remaining in the 4th quarter. Receivers check back over to the sideline. New set of signals into Medeles. Medeles slaps his hands, turns in hands to Larson. Larson hit in the backfield. JoJo Cole got into the point of attack and dove at Larson's legs for the no-gain stop. Henderson, the receiver right. 2 options, left the short side of the field. Larson to the left shoulder. Medeles takes a low snap, digs it out of the dirt, looks left, throws it that way too high over James Young, incomplete. It's a 2-score game because of a low snap going the other direction that went back into the end zone and ended as a safety for Pasco. Pasco led 15-0. Hermiston did score to get it to within 8. The safety makes it a 10-point game. 7:10 left in the fourth quarter. Back to the left shoulder. Medella's on 3rd and 10. Medella's to throw. He's got time in the pocket. Deep ball left sideline, incomplete. Young again, the intended target. 4th down and 10. Left hash mark. Henderson is the receiver wide right. Ryan Allen is in the slot to the right. A receiver left. From the 45 in Pasco territory, Hermiston going at 4th and 10. Medella's will step up. Scrambling left. Throws over the middle. Incomplete. Behind Allen. Scrambling on the run. A turnover on downs. They went back to that space over the middle. Just couldn't put it on line with Allen, who had found himself a pocket in the zone.
Yep. It was there. I mean, it's, he just could not get his shoulders turned back around far enough to be able to go ahead because he was rolling the other way to be able to be on line with the pass.
6:58 remaining. Hermiston with 2 timeouts. Pasco with all 3. 17-7, Pasco leading here in Hermiston on Kennison Field. Pasco is going into a driving wind. Right to left across the radio dial, 1st down and 10 for Junior Olvera. Turn in hand, Williams in the backfield. Breaks to the second level and tackled there. Just short of the midfield stripe, Williams gains 4. Jaden Williams has been the workhorse here tonight.
Yeah, 162 on the ground so far, Eric, and he is, when they need it, he's been able to pound it.
Bulldogs 506 on the ground against them last week against that wing tee from Southridge. Now against this shotgun spread. 2 in the backfield here with Olvera. Hand to Williams again, tries to counter back out to left, tripped up. Henderson stops him at the midfield stripe, a yard gained.
Well, this is the play. They got to have it here. They got to force him to turn it back over here, Eric.
Nose of the ball is sitting right on top of the 50-yard line. 3rd down and 5. 5:45 left, the clock spinning in the fourth quarter. Down by 10, Hermiston's defense looking to get off the field again. Olvera comes, quick throw, near sideline, completes it to Flores. Kevin Flores steps back to his right, 1st down yardage, and near the Hermiston sideline, take it down at the 39-yard line.
11-yard pickup that time for Flores. Did a great job stepping back up inside and picking up the 1st down.
Bulldogs got to go back to work knowing it's going to be a steady diet of run plays. Jaden Williams will be in the backfield again. To the right shoulder of Olvera. 1st down and 10. Little pitch to the right side. Olvera trying to get downhill. Will gain 3 yards. Stopped at the 36-yard line. Clock spinning. Pasco salting this thing away, trying to get their 2nd win of the season. Second down, 7 to go. Ball in the middle of the park. Cole, lead blocking. Williams just behind. Olvera takes the handoff. Coming right, flag out. 1st down yardage. up near the 29-yard line.
Got a holding on the right tackle, Eric.
Holding penalty. Let's pause things here with 4:15 left as Pasco's going to march backwards and replay this second down from 2nd and 17 range. Back of the 46-yard line.
Their penalties are catching up to their first downs. 16 first downs in this half. I mean, this game, and 10 penalties. 12 penalties, excuse me.
Olvera and Williams stand on the other side of the 50 on this second down and 17. Give it to Williams. Williams out the right side. Williams gets big yardage. Stays on his feet. Fights off of a tackle. Gets first down. Down the far sideline he goes. Caught by Larson, but not after Williams busts it all the way down to the 27-yard line.
18-yard pickup for the first down. That's the killer there. They've got to, I mean, we've got to turn the ball over now, Eric.
New set of downs, 3:40 left. The clock is spinning. Pasco. Junior Olvera has done a good job of controlling the clock. Bradfield in the backfield. Takes the handoff, bounces off of one, and to the 21-yard line. And Hermiston will use their first timeout with 3:12 left.
Yeah, 6-yard pickup that time by Bradfield, and that was just a good push up the middle again.
Take a look at the scoreboard specifically. Let's spotlight the Umatilla Vikings. And that is brought to you by the City of Umatilla and Big River Golf Course. Still plenty of opportunities to get out and get yourself on the links. Umatilla had the opportunity today to honor their seniors up at Columbia Vista Intermediate, their new home facility at that new school. And the Vikings hosting Four Rivers, the charter school out of Ontario. For the girls, needed a win. Need a win tomorrow. They'll go on the road to finish out in John Day against Grant Union. They do both of those things, and they will be the District 5 champions. In fact, it now becomes even a little bit cleaner. Umatilla beat Four Rivers 7-0. Nissa and Riverside and Boardman draw 2-2. And Echo beat McLaughlin 2-0 up in Milton Freewater. Second down, 3 to go. Hand off in the backfield. Bradfield, kind of a delayed run down the right hash marks, churning his feet. First down yardage to the 16. Good for 5, and they'll move the chains. See, the thing was, if Riverside and Umatilla both won their last two, after Riverside beat Echo on Tuesday, then they would have finished tied, and they would have finished tied head-to-head because they drew both their games. Hermiston will call another timeout. Now, Umatilla, with 2 draws against Riverside, a win and a draw against Echo, they are going to, with a win tomorrow in John Day, they will win the special district. They will win their second ever girls soccer title. The other one was in 2014, and they will go into the playoffs with a home game and hoping to win their first ever girls soccer playoff game. They've been in the postseason 4 other times, and will look for win number 1 in the postseason. It's a spotlight on Umatilla. It's brought to you by Big River Golf Course. 3:04 left, 17-7.
Down to one timeout left in the game, or was that our last? They showing it.
That was the last.
That was our last timeout.
Had the one before the punt.
That's right. That's right.
It is possible to get the ball back. It has to be a stop on this set of downs. Bradfield again bobbled it, but does control it. Trying to rip it out. Fitu Sepeni wrestling with him. Along with Larson. Yard gained. So the next snap will come at around 2:20 left. 2nd and 9. Hermiston girls soccer, by the way, up East Spokane at Central Valley tomorrow. This is a play-in game at 1 o'clock to get into the district tournament. Second and 9, Williams back in the backfield, takes a handoff, trying to run to the outside. Edwards slows him up. Hermiston holds him up. Flag out. Did the Bulldogs knock it out? Shalonic pointing. Hermiston one at the bottom of the pile with it.
It was a fumble. Okay.
There was a holding penalty, but Hermiston did knock it out. Shalonic got it out. Hansel got the ball. Second turnover of the night on Pasco.
And Williams, that the sure-handed, first mistake he's made all night with 187 yards rushing and a touchdown.
Bulldog ball at the 15, down 17-7, 2:12 left. No timeouts, however. So it's going to require a score and a recovered onside kick. They did recover one last week on the 2 they tried against Southridge. This part first. First down and 10 with 85 yards to go. Medelas, man in motion. Left to right, looking out that way. Screen back over to the left side. Has Young. Young on the far sideline, and he's pulled into the sideline. Gains about 2 yards. They've got the win at their back. Clock pause, 2:06 remaining. Stays Young left, 2 options right. Back to the left shoulder, Medelas, the sophomore quarterback, trying to lead a comeback. Straight drop, time in the pocket, now steps up. Will pull it down and run himself. Hasn't run a lot tonight. Has the first down yardage up to the 27-yard line, scramble for 10. Bulldogs have to go fast. Clock paused while they move the chains. First down and 10 from the 27 on the left hash mark. Medelas, 2 options right, 2 to the left. Pasco showing blitz up the middle. Back off, rush 4. Medelas the throw. Tip ball, incomplete. It fluttered in the middle of the field but fell harmlessly in front of JoJo Cole. Second down and 10 to go. Still 1 left, 2 options right. H-back right as well on 2nd and 10 from the 27. Medelas takes a handoff, step into the pocket, now steps up, rolling to his right, looking downfield. He will hoist it towards his sideline, incomplete.
And they didn't call the penalty. He got grabbed. Young out here on the edge got grabbed, and the official was looking at it, and that's what everybody was, screaming about down there. I mean,
Third down and 10. Mills right, Allen right. Young left. At the 27. Medelas, shotgun set, back to his left shoulder. Medelas Time in the pocket. Coming to right side. High ball intercepted down the near sideline. Taken away and towards the goal line. Flores gets all the way there for the pick six. It is a cherry on top of this night for the Pasco Bulldogs on their way to their second win in 2025.
Yeah, that's unfortunately, that ball came out floating out of there, and it's hung in the air a long, long time and well over the top of the receiver, and that's what happens when the ball floats and gets down there. It's, whether or not they're going to return it or not.
Extra point pending for Jason Escalera. Minute 29 remaining in this contest. Kick is blocked. Pressure right up the middle. And Mills got there to block it. 23-7. Pasco's Bulldogs are on their way to a second consecutive win over Hermiston. Here in the second year of this Bulldog Bowl Football Championship, the traveling trophy. It was created by the students at Pasco in the metal shop. And the ASB programs recognized from both schools between quarters at the start of the game. The trophy engraved Bulldog Bowl, Pasco versus Hermiston, will stay, barring some type of miracle with minute 29 remaining, at Pasco High School for another year.
Yep. Well, Hermiston just has to get the positive back into this game, Eric. They've got to be able to go ahead and go down. Eric, I was just looking at the box score of that Toronto game. That was a 9-run inning by Toronto. In a 9-run sixth inning, and to put that thing away.
Game one in Toronto goes to the Blue Jays over the defending champions. Bounding pooch kick, bobbled, picked up by Tupou Boyd, and Boyd is pulled down at 27-yard line, 28-yard line. We get told at the linebacker luncheon each of the last couple of weeks they really have seen some good stuff from Tupou Boyd as a running back. But he's behind Hayden Larson, he's behind Cole McCamey. Minute 24 left, 23-7. Twins in the backfield around Medelas, who's got two receivers right. Over the middle for Mills, incomplete.
Nearly picked off again.
McCamey's in the backfield along with Edwards. That was Wicks, not Mills, who was the intended target. 2nd and 10 from the 28-yard line. The sophomore quarterback takes a low snap. Play action, throw it out to the left side, drop ball. Trying to set up a wide receiver screen over on the far sideline.
Yeah, the low snap and bobble back there threw that whole timing off completely. That would have been blown up for a negative yardage, even if he had caught it.
3rd down, 10 to go. Minute 14 remaining. Same setup. Motion Edwards across the formation. Throw it back out. Again, Mills. Mills, far sideline. Does get first down yardage. Pushed into the Pasco sideline at the 38 and moves the chains. Final from the Roundup grounds. Pendleton has won 2 in a row. 42-7 over Ontario. They will go to LeGrand next week. That game is going to be played at Community Stadium on the Eastern Oregon University campus, the field turf. Pendleton does still have a chance, even after the 0-6 start, to get into the postseason. First down and 10. Dump it underneath, and a catch into the hands of Edwards. Edwards short of midfield at the 47-yard line. Gain of 9. 2nd and 1, under a minute left, down 23-7. Medelas. Play fake, time, looking, scrambling left, will throw on the run, downfield, towards the sideline. It's caught. Is he in? Allen could not. Allen or Wicks? Wicks could not drag a toe. 3rd and 1.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising that the official on this side in the center of the field is the one that called him out of bounds when you had the sideline official over there.
First down yardage with a quick pass out to the left side, and now breaking into the second level inside the 40 in Pasco territory. Completed to Mills. Spot him down to the 38. First down for the Bulldogs. 28 seconds remaining. Clock spinning. Medelas, bending at the waist, slaps his hands together, takes the snap, stands in the pocket, throws over the middle, tall ball, tipped incomplete. Edwards, the intended target, just a little too tall for him. Second down, 10 to go at the 38 left hash mark. Two options right for Medelas and a man alone to the left. Medelas rolling to the right. Now stops, looks back to his left, scrambles away from one person. Now to the right, he'll pull it down and run. Medelas at the 30, 25, and pushed out of bounds right around the 20-yard line. Medelas, who has not used his legs much at all tonight, scrambles for 18 yards, but there are 5 seconds remaining in the contest. One throw to the end zone. Mills and Wicks left. Medelas comes back right towards Young. Young at the goal lines. Got it! Touchdown, Hermiston. It is, as time expires, a 20-yard touchdown pass to James Young.